Welcome to the Chef Boy IB cooking channel. Sometimes frequented by Skillet Skidoo to assist. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chef Boy IB cooking channel. Today we're going to try an old favorite traditional type of meal you can bring to your table for your families. I'm just going to make a side dish actually. It's going to be garlic and herb potato wedges. We've got some russet potatoes here. I'm going to start off with like 5 of them. You can, however many you want to try and use. You're going to need a little bit of olive oil. If you got extra virgin olive oil, that's even better. A little bit of cooking spray. I'm using canola spray here, but again, whatever you want to use. A little bit of Goya adobo. This has cumin in it, very good tasty flavoring. A little bit of garlic powder. If you happen to have fresh garlic on hand, that's even better. I'm gonna have to check and see. I might have a little bit of that. I may go with a little bit of fresh garlic as well, chopped up minced garlic. And I've also got a garlic and herb seasoning, just another way to layer in some more flavor. What I'll be doing is I'll be cutting these up into wedges. I've also got a cookie sheet I've lined with some aluminum foil, just for ease of cleanup later when we're all done. And you can combine all these after you get them all cut up in a bowl, let them set in the fridge for excuse me, set them on the side in the fridge for 5 minutes or so. That'll help let them marinate together a little bit for when you bake them up. You can also give these a head start in the microwave. That's my oven preheat, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But instead of doing them in a bowl, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to throw them in a baggie. That helps evenly coat all these wedges with all these herbs and ingredients. It'll really soak in some flavor in them. But let me get these cut up and we'll be right back. Hang on guys, we'll be back in a minute. Okay everybody, welcome back. Here you can see that I've cut these into wedges. Now the important thing is, now some people like their wedges a little bigger, a little smaller. The important thing is try and get them equal sizes. Mine, I like them a little thinner. That way they crisp up a little better, and they cook all the way through a little more. They're a little crispier, and just center gets a little crispier, a little more done, but they're not real soft and gooey. If there's anything I don't like, it's potatoes that are undercooked. Cutting them thinner prevents that. So what we're going to do now, throw these into our bag here so that we can season them up and get all the seasons combined. You guys are gonna appreciate these when we're all done here. There's a fantastic taste to these, great flavors. Garlic and herb potatoes they're just fantastic, especially when they're wedges and they're crispy. So okay, we got them all in here now. Now what we're gonna do, add our ingredients, herb them up. We'll do that right now. You're going to start with just a little bit of olive oil. And like I said, if you had extra virgin olive oil, that's better. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to cover these. Probably a couple teaspoons or a couple tablespoons, just enough to cover everything. Next thing, a little bit of adobo, and all these herbs and spices and stuff that you're going to add in here is all to your own preference of taste. That looks like a lot, but there's quite a few potatoes in there, and once we get them all mixed around, you'll see it's not so bad. And it's adobo too, so it can't be bad. Garlic, I like a lot of garlic. Now a lot of these are going to stay in the bag too. They're not going to be transferred with the potatoes, so don't worry if you're putting a lot in. A little bit of the garlic and herb mixture. Okay, now one final thing I'll throw in there. Just a little bit of ground black pepper. Let me see here if we can get this in here a little better. You see, not too much. Just like I said, that's going to get all coated and distributed around all of those, hopefully. Now you're going to seal this up, mix it all around in there. Oops. Try and seal it up. Okay, now the distribution process. There you see most of it is actually stuck to the bag. You guys can see that, but we're gonna give these just a good shake here. Get the oil going in there. Get these herbs mixed around. These are gonna be phenomenal, guys. So, next step, these sit. Got the oven heating up. 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. Just enough for these to kind of soak in, everything to soak into these potatoes. I warmed them up in the microwave just a little bit. That's going to help them absorb some of these herbs and seasonings too. So, just give them another 5 or 10 minutes if you want. You can throw those in the fridge and let them gel together. I'm just going to leave them sit out and let them go as it is, but I'll be back in a few minutes. We'll get these on a pan, get them in the oven, and then we'll go from there. Be right back, guys. Okay, everybody, I'm back. My oven temperature is up. I set my oven for 425 degrees. Depending on your own oven, that may vary a little bit, but I have set my potatoes to the side. Let them get all happy together with each other. Also, while we were waiting, I remembered that I didn't check for the fresh garlic. I didn't have fresh garlic, but what I did have was some diced minced garlic, you know, the kind in the jar. So I added probably a teaspoon or two of that. I also added in another secret weapon, which is going to really pop out some flavor. Now, I really wish I had rosemary, but I didn't. But I do have another spice here called Perfect Pinch. All savory, all-purpose. It's salt-free. This contains rosemary among other items in it as well. I also added in a little bit of the Parmesan cheese. Good stuff. This is going to be fantastic. Now, cookie sheet lined with foil, fresh out of the oven. Give that a blast just to keep from sticking. Make cleanup easier later on, which is why we have the foil to begin with. Next step, we're going to add this goodness right in. Look at that. I'm telling you. See that? Now here, you see that? Look at all that stayed in the bag. A lot of seasoning still in the bag. So, but what we're going to do here, spread these around. Let me get me a spatula here. I said 425 in the oven. You want to get these in here so that they're not overlapping if possible. If not, that's okay too, because you're going to cook these for a total time of about 30 minutes at 425. Or, as I said, your temperature ovens will vary depending on your own oven. But halfway through the cooking time, you're going to open up your oven door. You're going to give these a turn, which is going to help ensure the crispiness on both sides, on all sides of your cut wedges here. Okay, now like I said, doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna work these again in another 15 minutes. So, next step, let's get them in the oven, people. Okay, we'll be back 15 minutes. I'm gonna throw these in the oven, 15 minutes, give them the turn, we'll come back, I'll turn it again, and then we'll be back after the final 30 minutes, so you'll get to see what these look like. These are gonna be fantastic. Be right back, guys. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Here we are. I just took these out of the oven. They've sat and they've cooled down for just a couple minutes. I'm about to put them on the plate here and give these a taste. Like I said, I myself prefer a lot of garlic on these, so I put a lot of garlic on here. Depending on how much you loathe vampires in your family, you put that amount to your preferences as well. But you can tell these are really crispy. Look at these. These are good. Good. See that? Soft in the inside, very crispy on the outside. And taste fantastic. So, let me get these plated up, and I'll show you the very end plating of these. So, be right back. There they are, on the plate, ready to go. Now, if you want to finish these off, I'd suggest you could dip them in a ranch sauce. You could dip them in a barbecue sauce. You could dip them in sour cream. Here's a good idea for you. A lot of people use them for potato chips. Try French onion dip. These are fantastic in a dip. Or you can just try them as they are, nice, crispy. Yeah, give these a try. You're gonna like them. As always, thanks for coming back, watching, supporting the channel, and always remember, keep on cooking with a Chef Boy IB. Take care, guys. Bye. Whoops, almost forgot to remind you. Be sure to take a look at the end of the video for the recipe and the ingredients, instructions. See you again. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Bye. Keep cooking with a Chef Boy IB cooking channel.